Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the first episode of Uchi no Ko no Tame naraba ore wa Moshikashitara Maou mo Taoseru kamo Shirenai. And that roughly translates into, if it's for my daughter, I can even defeat a demon lord. So, it gives you a rough idea of the anime, I think. I mean, I still don't know how literal to take that. Is there actually a demon lord that is going to have to vanquish at some point for his daughter's sake? Maybe it's just, maybe that's not the case at all. Maybe it's just, you know, I'm going to work hard for her sake and I'm just kind of exaggerating, a little bit of hyperbole. That could be what it is as well. I don't know because I did not read the synopsis, because synopsises are full of spoilers and I don't like spoilers, and this anime had a super long title, so that's pretty much all the reason I needed to watch it, if I'm being honest. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to get into it. This is one of the shows I've been looking forward to the most this season. I mean, I know I've said that for pretty much everything I've watched so far this season, but it's not my fault. It's just all the good stuff is coming out first, you know? And everything I've reacted to so far has been the most hyped things for me personally. Eventually we'll get to some shows that I'm only a little bit excited about, but so far it's all been really good stuff. Now, before I get into it though, I do have to explain how I do things reaction format wise to minimize the amount of yelling that happens to me in the comment section. Now, I do not show the anime footage in the reaction video for copyright infringement prevention reasons. What I do show you is the subtitles from the anime, which I place down here in front of the blackness, right in a timer right next to that, so you can grab your own copy of the show and sync it together with my reaction video using that as a reference point. And that way, we can all be happy, and I don't lose my channel, and copyright holders don't yell at me as much, and it's all great, you know. So that's kind of the idea of how I do things. Now, with all that explanation out of the way, let's just jump into it and see how things go. 3, 2, 1, play. Already got sword fighting, it sounds like, which is a good sign. Yeah, quite clearly a fantasy setting already. We got this. I have faith in you, guy I just met. Oof. They apparently have honey as blood. Yeah, vampire's dream target. Yeah, there's always a catch when it's supposedly easy to do. Does it smell like honey? I'm guessing not. Well, but if we have water magic, it's all good. So, I guess that I did that. Well, yeah, as long as it puts bread on the table, you do what you gotta do. Until you prefer regrets. So, a squirrel? An enemy? A small child? I did. That was my third guess. And yes, it was. Horns. That's a bit concerning. If she was older, I would make a horny girl joke there, but since she's not, I won't. So apparently he finds this girl, so I guess she's not technically his daughter. Well, at least not biologically. And oof, got him. And we have our opening playing. I feel like I should probably mention that because you can't actually see it on my screen, so. I'm supposed to mention that sort of thing, but I often don't. Is she falling off of a cliff, or? She seems much happier than she did when they first met. I think her name is supposed to be Latina, according to the character list. Oh, did she like buff him? Is she like a useful party member and everything? That'd be pretty great. Other characters. The guy had a really manly beard. Okay, but yeah, full-on fantasy setting for sure. Uchi no ko no Tame naraba ore wa Moshikashitara Maou mo Taoseru. Good God, that's such a hard sentence to say without dying. The young man and the little girl meet. And the title's not wrong, it's clearly happening. It's, Mister, I see you have food. Would you mind, like, sharing some of that with me? Because you have plenty, and I don't eat that much, so. Yeah, I'll just, Come here. If you want, you have to come get it. I promise I'm no one scary, so just come and take the fish. Gotta love having English subtitles and Japanese subtitles because of its fantasy language. Wow, that grammar. Grammar is horrible. But I guess it got the point across. And yeah, not exactly the nicest of clothing. Clearly, a very poor girl. Yeah, you promised her food as she came, so just... You have to lower it further down. How tall do you think she is? Eat, you know, Yes. Oh. Yes, you have your fish, so you should be happy now. Also give her a head pat. I think she would appreciate that. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, I'm sure we're gonna take her in and things will improve, so... Silver lining. Guardian person. Ragu. No, I think you're stuck with her now. You gave her food. So, is he gonna take care of the problem? She is so tiny. Okay, who is Ragu exactly? Well... Ooh. Well then... Probably. Well, we're starting off a little bit sad here. Something like that. Not that dark. Yeah, she doesn't understand Japanese, so... Meru Purupuf. You made a hole? Congrats. Oh, okay, that's the reason for the hole. I suppose that makes sense. The ground dead, just... this sounds like a caveman. It's better than before, that's what matters. It's just so weird having two different language subtitles on at the same time. Because I want to read them both. Even though I don't really have time to do that. Well, some of them I do, but most of them not. There we go, we got her name. Well, I think that's a yes. It was very cute. Oof, I got her. Well, yeah, she's tiny. She can't weigh very much at all. I thought she'd be a bit more resistant, but no, I guess you found a girl in the forest and taken her back. Yeah, I'll take you somewhere better. Don't worry. You probably shouldn't just go with random strangers, honestly, but he's the protagonist of the anime, so he's probably cool. Of course. Probably the best loot he's got from a quest in a while. Well, no, apparently he was hunting devil girls. Gotta pay a toll to get in. Yeah, can't really miss those horns. Yeah, I'll take care of her, don't worry. She won't run amok. Well, he has faith in him, that's good. She's so lucky she doesn't have to walk, she just gets the royal treatment being carried all the way there. I think she likes the town. I guess it's an improvement over the forest. We'll teach her, it'll be fine. It's easier to learn a new language when you're young, so. I don't need people asking me questions about why I'm carrying this little dirty girl with a broken horn out of the forest. Rita. Yeah, and it also will not get you married. It'll be ready later. Be patient. Kenneth. Kenneth is the one with the beard. Well, I kind of brought something with me, and I'd rather not be asked too many questions about it. she followed me home. Like, can I keep her? Yeah, she could use a bath or several at this point. So, probably should be the first thing we take care of. Then we get her some nice clothes. It'll be great. I don't know if he has any little girl clothes just lying around, but if not, I'll have to get some. Oh, it's a magic bath? Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, come here. Could've. Oh. Well, I don't think she appreciated that. Yeah, at Botus de Salabum, you know, that. Well, it took some effort, but we got her in. We gotta get you clean one or the other. See, even your horns are sparkly. Don't you feel much better now? Yeah, I thought girls like baths. Well, it's a long... Not exactly, no. Yeah, that would have been quite something. Yeah. And, yeah. Okay, we got clothes from her. I guess it works, too. Well, yeah, it's because she's, like, tiny. Yeah, Rita. She seems cool. Rita. Dale and Rita. Latina. Not La Latina. Latina. A devil language, I guess that's what it would be called, yeah. Okay, that's why it sounded kind of similar. His grammar's atrocious, but he kind of gets his point across usually. Why are you upside down? UchiMusume. Or Uchi-no-ko, you know, whatever. MyAnimeLIst called it Ko, so that's kind of what I'm going with. Doesn't really matter that much, it means the same thing. Are you guarantee that? Gotta love touch screens in a magical fantasy setting. Of course, yeah. So it must be something complicated. Well, if no one's searching for her, that means I get to keep her, right? Oh, I think she might be hungry. Gonna get her a bottle. Just picks her up and moves her over one seat. Yeah. So how old exactly is she? It's hard to tell in anime. Noisaku. I didn't quite get that. That fantasy language is a bit hard to understand. Well, of course. Well, this was step one, you know? Well, when you put it like that, I guess I have to agree. I guess we'll just keep her. Well, just blow on it first. Don't... yeah, don't hurt yourself when you eat. Guess you don't need a lot of hot food in that forest. Well, it probably tastes a lot better when you're not hurting yourself eating it. Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, we just get her some food, get her to bed, and then we can think about it. Well, still an improvement over the forest. I don't think she has too much of a problem with that. Again, tiny, it takes up very little space. So don't bump your head on that. That bed is way too big for her. It's been a long day. Well, she wants to learn the language, just get her some flashcards and we'll get there. And I think she might not be the only one that was tired, so... yeah, we'll worry about tomorrow's problems tomorrow. She already awake? She's smacking him? Or... I think she is. Are you okay? Oh, did you wet the bed or something? Oh. Toilets! You know... I guess she was so panicked about it. Yeah, you probably should have said that. So I was close with my guess. She didn't wet the bed she was going to, so she had to take care of it. It was just cute. They're like, wake up, we have an emergency, I gotta go. That was really funny. Oh, don't leave me, Dale. I'm in a scary place by myself. You're the only one I know. Don't leave me. Yeah, Meruporpu. Oh. I mean, it's only one word, but she's learning Daijobu. Very important word to know in anime. That covers about half of the dialogue. Well, I'm enjoying this anime so far. And she still gets carried around. You have to walk into it eventually. So I know exactly how old she is. I would guess like 5, but I don't know. Since she doesn't speak our language, it's kind of hard to tell how well she can communicate in general. Well, now she looks more like she does in the opening. She's got bows and everything. Very cute. Well, no, you wouldn't look good in bows at all. Yeah, the bows, I guess, to serve that purpose. Makes sense. Hey, Kenneth. So... oh, a second word. She knows Ohio. She's getting there. At this rate, she'll be able to watch anime without subtitles in no time. No, it was great. It was fine. You can learn about things like picture accent later on, but for now, this is fine. That little child spoon or fork. Is that what that is? Well, of course it's not for him. Yes. Yeah, pretty sure, you know, young girls like pudding. Is it okay to eat it? You have to blow on this. Oh man, she lit up. Yeah, it's probably quite a special experience for her. Well, you're obviously gonna take care of her going forward. Still, it sparkles the second time. And still being carried. Don't you dare sell her at the market. Don't even think about it. I don't care what kind of offer a strange man makes you. Maybe. He's probably gonna keep her. Yeah, it's the market. Don't ask me. You know more of that weird language than I do. And that's, you don't even know a lot, so. We should get ourselves a dictionary. Devil language to whatever he's supposed to speak. I mean, he's technically speaking Japanese, but it's probably supposed to be a different language. It, you know, requires imagination. You know, because you wouldn't speak Japanese in a fantasy world, obviously. It's been a long day, huh? Not so much for her, she gets carried around. Oh. I feel like half of your screen time has been of eating stuff. She used one of the two words she knows. Well, not including names, I guess those are technically words as well. Sort of. Well, that must have been rough to carry back. Decide I'm going to keep her. There's really not. At least not if you have morals. Yeah, I just gotta have a babysitter. I think we know what he's going to choose. One way to find out. You clearly have people that are willing to help out, so... Dale, you didn't leave me, did you? Oh, there you are. What a relief. She is so cute. She can walk on her all on her own. It's great. I told you that was such a universal word. You could use it in so many contexts. Okay, there we go. I like how we managed to decide that in the first episode. Very respectable. And now we get a redo. She's trying to make food herself. She really does look a little bit like Misha in certain angles. She's got bread. I'm sure it's only a matter of time before she actually does learn to speak our language. And she got like a proper dress now. I guess that's some kind of dance she's doing there. Impressive. This is too cute. Why are you doing this to me? Look at you singing too. This is Yusha, but Zanen. I'm not sure about the second word. There we go. It's a nice blue dress. I kind of wish her bows were blue. That'd be nice. And she, like, completely monopolized the ED. It was like none of Dale in it. Which I'm okay with. Okay. That was the first episode of Uchi no Tame naraba ore wa Moshikashitara Maou Taoseru kamo Shirenai. And yeah, really good first episode. We got everything we really needed in the first episode. We got some brief introduction into the world. We got to see our protagonist, Dale, who's 18 years old. He's an adventurer. And the first we get to see him, he's taking a mission that he kind of regrets taking. However, I think that regret is going to like completely disappear because that was as a result of that mission that he was able to find Latina, who is a little devil girl with like a broken horn, which I guess means that she's like outcast or something. So we found her in the forest, all very dirty, broken horn, hungry, you know, not exactly in a good position. And then we can't exactly understand a lot of what she's saying because it's the devil language and you only understand a little bit of it because I guess it's what the magic incantations are based off of, something like that. But he always had this caveman speak whenever he talked to her, which, you know, as long as you're trying to get across a simple idea, that works fine, really, for the most part. But he still kind of struggled to understand exactly what she was saying at times, but he went to check it out, saw the corpse of the father, so clearly an orphan child, and can't just leave an orphan child alone in the forest, so I had to take her back, and he did just that, after sharing his fish with her and all that. So he lives apparently at this this one inn, bar, whatever it was, like in the attic of it, and it works fine, but now that it's gonna house two people, may need a bit more room, we'll see. But yeah, luckily he does know people that are willing to help out, like, you know, to watch her when he's out doing adventures and stuff. However, given the OP, it seems like she will eventually become a party member for him, be able to do magic and stuff. Well, first she has to learn how to speak his language, because that's our big first struggle. By the time the episode ended, all she really knew of our language is pretty much the names, like Dale and what was her name? Kita, Tifa. No, those are both wrong. Why am I not remembering her name? But anyway, it's something like that. And she knows Daijobu, which she used several times, and there was one other word she knew. Ohio, that's what it was, yeah. So she's learning a couple words here and there, and that's where it starts. Then you build up a bigger vocabulary, you learn some basic grammar, and eventually you're just like having casual conversations, and it's great. So we'll get there. We'll get there. Maybe next episode, maybe it take longer. We'll see. But we'll get there eventually. So that's kind of what the episode was about. He took her in, bought stuff for her. I mean, what's the market? I don't know exactly what he bought there, but I'm sure he bought plenty of stuff for her as well. The one woman whose name I wish I remembered, she, I think, had some like hand-me-down clothes to give her, which was good. And yeah, that was one of the first things we did. We gave her a bath because she kind of needed one. I mean, she kind of fought it a little bit, but it needed to happen. I'm not a big fan of baths myself either, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So, it was done, you know. I'm just glad we had something better to put on her than those old dirty clothes or his clothes, so that was good. She kind of lucked out there a little bit. But yeah, as a character, Latina, obviously we haven't really got a lot of dialogue from her just yet because she doesn't speak our language, but from what we've seen of her, I like her. You know, she seems like a very nice, sweet, cute character. That's, I mean, did you see some of her reactions to things, like eating the food, the eyes sparkling up, and all that good stuff, and how worried she was when she wakes up? I was like, Dale, where are you? Don't leave me. So, you know, that'll probably die down over time as she gets used to this place, of course, but it was very cute for the period of time where that's a thing. And that was really funny when she woke up and she had to go to the bathroom. She's like, Dale, they gotta go to the bathroom. Where is it? Tell me where it is. Well, she didn't say all of that technically, but it's what she meant, you know, as she was just smacking him. Because I was curious what her problem was, because I heard her smacking sound like she was smacking him. I wasn't sure what it was, whether she was like had a nightmare or she was panicking because she woke up in a strange place and didn't remember what happened. Those were the kind of the ideas I was having, but then when she said, you know, toilet, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, that would be a thing you would need to do. So that was a fun little scene. But yeah, it definitely seemed like a very fun, mostly lighthearted slice of life fantasy setting anime, which is something that I would very much would enjoy watching. I have no real complaints with the anime at all. I don't think there's any real criticism that I would have so far. I mean, maybe might be spoiling her a little bit too much right now, but that might die down later on as well. You know, just like carrying her everywhere and stuff, but people giving her pudding. Oh yeah, was that bath really powered by magic? Because that's pretty cool if that's the case. We got Kenneth, whose name I remember, because he's got that manly beard, so he's cool. See, is there anything else to really say? I mean, not a lot really happened with the episode. It was mostly just, I found the squirrel, I brought her back, I got her cleaned up and fed, and decided not to keep her. That's basically what the episode was, if you want to boil it down like that. So not a lot to comment on it just yet. But I'm definitely into it. It's definitely got me. There's no chance of me dropping it or anything, so don't worry about that. This, again, could be... This is pretty good chance of being in my top 5 of the season. I don't think there's any real doubt about that at all. But yeah, I liked it a lot. Feel free to let me know what your thoughts on the show are in the comment section below, as always. And I will continue to react to it next week, so maybe I'll see you then. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.